This week in Louisiana agriculture.
The failure of the Super Committee to cut the budget in Congress means the Farm Bill debate is wide open. I'm Avery Davidson with that story ahead.
I'm A.J. Sabine here in Assumption Parish. I'll show you how programs from the Natural Resource Conservation Service are helping both the environment and farmers' bottom line.
I'm Kristen Oakes in Mooresville, and I'll tell you how one man's unexpected surprise grew into a family farm. I'll have that story coming up.
Hello everyone, I'm Michael Dana. Thanks so much for joining us. Previous discussions about the 2012 Farm Bill may now be moot. The Congressional Super Committee, charged with cutting $1.2 trillion from the federal budget over the next 10 years, failed to do so and has been disbanded. As This Week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson shows us, debate now has to start all over again next year.
This is where you will see the final outcome of the 2012 Farm Bill debate, at the grocery store. That's because the Farm Bill is designed to stabilize prices for grains like corn and soybeans. It's here at the nation's capital where you see one of the biggest Farm Bill debates in our nation's history. That's because the Super Committee charged with cutting the budget failed to agree on how to do it.
We are probably at the worst stage we've ever been at as it regards to a Farm Bill debate.
That's why Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation Associate Commodity Director Kyle McCann is meeting with farmers in Bunkie to discuss what will happen now that all of Congress will become involved in the debate. LSU Ag Center economist Mike Selassie agrees and says the agriculture community needs to unite.
The commodity groups in the country are not united, and anytime you go into a farm bill and commodity groups are not united, that's not a good thing for agriculture.
We also have another thing going on next year while we'll be debating the Farm Bill. It's an even number year. It's called a presidential election. All of that will roll into this, and it will make for a very trying debate.
One thing these farmers and experts agree upon is the new Farm Bill will likely mean an end to direct and countercyclical payments. Farmers like Jim Harper fear if nothing viable replaces these programs, some farmers may not have the money to go on.
Without some type of farm program that kind of stays in that direction, it's probably going to be harder for farmers to get financed.
Nobody's ever tried to guarantee a farmer a profit in any piece of legislation. What we try to do is maintain the ag economy such that we can be that consistent, reliable provider of safe, most affordable food in the nation.
One problem Selassie sees is that right now, prices are high. He's concerned some previously proposed shallow loss protection programs are based upon an assumption those prices will remain high.
4 or 5 or 6 years ago, corn was $2 a bushel, rice was $4 a hundredweight. They don't even think that that's going to happen anymore, and you just can't make that assumption if you're going to put a farm program together.
Despite those concerns, McCann is confident Congress can pass a viable farm bill.
And I think at the end of the day, Congress can work and pass a farm bill. They've shown that time and time again. Is it very trying? Yes. And does it go to the last hour? Yes. There's been many of them that had a date stamped on them in December. So it will go down to the last wire.
The question is, will current prices hold out until then? In Bunkie, I'm Avery Davidson for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
As it stands right now, agriculture would face $15 billion in cuts starting in 2013. That's one of the automatic cuts triggered by the failure of the Super Committee to reach an agreement.